Hello there, I am HJ Cronin, author of Crime, Fantasy and Horror, and today I'm bringing you a different kind of video. Even though I haven't been asked, I'd like to do a sort of tutorial on how to upload your own book onto Amazon Kindle. I've got 4 books out at the moment, well 5 if you include the full story, the full fantasy story. I've got 1 whole fantasy book out and 2 anthologies of horror. And the fantasy one is split up into 2 separate books and also 1 big book, if that makes sense. But anyway, I know a lot of people like to self-publish, etc. So I was just going to show you how to do it, basically. So let's begin. I've just got to sign in with Amazon. Here is the sort of the signing in sheet, which tells you what you can do and sort of like genres and what you get and etc, etc. It's worth reading into. It's really handy. I've made quite a bit of money off of Kindle Direct Publishing, which is KDP for short. I've managed to make back most of my money that I've spent on editing, so I'm really happy with it and I'll continue to use it, and I'm currently writing a crime book. So yeah, let's begin this and I can show you how to upload a book. So here we are. Here's the dashboard. Ignore these 2 books, they're old books. I've got updated ones here. The Return, that's the first of my fantasy books. But ignore that. What you want to do to start a book is first click here, Kindle ebook. But before I do that, let me just show you up here. I'm not going to click on it because it'll show some details. You've got reports here, community, KDP Select. KDP Select is a special thing you can sign up to give Amazon exclusive sort of access to your book. So yeah, it's pretty good. I do use it. Reports will show you your sales, etc, etc, your freebies and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's do ebook. So you click Kindle ebook, wait for that to load, and then here is sort of all the information you can do. I'm going to do the what's it called, the book title. So Disturbing Tales. The subtitle's optional, you don't have to do that. I'll just do the main title, which is Disturbing Tales. Here you got a series in case it's part of a series, and editions. Editions are if you update a book massively, like add like chapters into it or do massive changes, then you can change the edition number, which is quite handy. Here is author, so that would be me, which would be H.J. Oh, that's not a dot. H.J. Cronin. Okay, and here, this is contributors. So if you've got like sort of editors or illustrators or anything like that, you can add that here, and then they'll come up in the thanks page. Description. Now this is important. This is where you sell your book to the reader. So me, I've already done one, so I'm just going to copy and paste it. Saves me typing it out now. And there, it comes up on the Amazon page, which is pretty cool. Alright, here you have to put the publishing rights. So I own the copyright, and I hold the necessary publishing rights. It's not a public domain work, because it doesn't belong to the public. It belongs to me. Keywords. These are also important. Keywords are just as important as the description, because that's what people will search. So I'll put horror stories, ghost stories, scary stories, horror. I've already got horror. Monsters, serial killers, murder, mystery, horror. Again, I put horror. That's twice I put horror. My mind's gone blank now. I did have some keywords up. Here, that gives you some sort of like information what you can do. Creepy stories. These are just, I might go back and change these later. This is just for me for this video. Set categories. This is also important. This is where you can select what categories you want. Mine will be in fiction. They won't be in children's fiction because they're not appropriate. They're quite disturbing, some of my stories. I won't go into that. Right, so click horror. It's not quite fantasy. Occult and supernatural, I think, because you can only select 2. Alright, minimum age. Children's book. Definitely not a children's book. I'm ready to release my book now. Here on the pre-order, you can do a pre-order, which is pretty decent. I've done a pre-order before on my second fantasy book, and that actually got quite a few pre-orders, which is quite good. It boosts your sales ranking. So save and continue. Right. What I'd suggest is read the content guidelines, and then you can format your book correctly. Alright, so we need to enable digital rights management. Upload ebook. That's just some rubbish there. So we go to, where did I save it? I saved it here specially. Disturbing tales. So I click that and then it will upload. Easy as that. Right, so it's just processing the file, and what you can do here, this is the cover creator. This is also very important that you've got a decent cover. I've already created one, so I'm going to upload your cover, which will be this one. Now for my fantasy books, I've actually got the covers created specially by an editor, so they're actually really nice covers. But for my horror stories, I've just made them myself, because the whole idea of my horror stories were just sort of practice for me and to get some sort of feedback. I took them seriously and I enjoyed writing them. One of them even scared me writing it, but I didn't want to invest too much money into it. Although I did enjoy reading them, and I've got great feedback from them. I got them edited, but the cover, I didn't want to invest too much money into that. So the cover's uploaded successfully, and the next part will be launch previewer. So just waiting for the book to upload. So here it is. Here's the ebook. You can see the cover there. Then you go along, you just check that it's all good. All sound. These are my stories. That's my favourite one, The House Across the Street. That's based on a true story, believe it or not. Well, true, depends on what you want to believe. Right, so you check them all. Make sure they're all good. Go back to the contents. You need to create a contents page as well. Maybe I can show you how to do that in another video, but it does tell you on Amazon how to do it. So just check that they're all good. I started writing some time ago, about 6 or 7 years ago. I really enjoy it. It's sort of a release and an escape. Fantasy's my main sort of fantasy's my main sort of genre. But I do like crime and I do like horror. Horror's pretty much second to fantasy, and I'm currently actually writing a crime book, which I'm really enjoying writing, and that should be out in the next couple of years. But I'm going to try and do that conventional sort of publishing rather than publishing it myself on here, because it's quite a good story. I started out with a plan for about 50,000 words, and I haven't even finished it. I'm nowhere near finished, and I'm on 60,000 words at the moment. So I'm quite looking forward to releasing that. Just got to trim it down a bit. So yeah, I'm happy with this upload. Yep, all the stories are there. So go back to book details, and if you're happy with that, save and continue. The ISBN even, you don't actually need that. Kindle give you one. They give you their own one, which is perfectly fine, so I wouldn't worry about that. KDP select, yeah, it's worth doing. You know, I haven't done it for my fantasy book because I've got it on other platforms like iPlayer, iBooks, etc. but my horrors I do, so that's fine. With that you can do like free promotions where you can give the book out for free, and that'll get reviews in, you'll get people reading it, and you could also do offers where like for the price, etc. Alright, I want it in all territories. Right, royalties. Here you can select the price. You can do whatever price you want. My horror books are 99p, and with 99p you can only do a 35% sort of allowance. But if you do 70%, the minimum you can do is £1.99, which in dollars is $2.99 you can do. But I always do it UK, obviously, for obvious reasons. Right, so I want this to give me 70% royalties. So for every book I sell at $1.99, I'll get £1.15 back, which is a far better than you'll get in any other book. Sort of like publishers. It's fantastic. If you can sell them, trust me, it's good. You can even make the book like 200 quid. Like, you know, well, you can't, because it must be between $9.99 and, so ignore that. I think you can do it on 35%. You can make it any price you want. Oh, £150 is the max. So if I wanted people to spend £150, they've changed it. You could have put anything you wanted before, which is good, I suppose. Yeah, I can put it up for £150, which I only get £43 off, basically, which isn't worth it. So on this book, I want it to cost readers $1.99, and then that will automatically update the other countries' ones here. Alright, so you've got all the Amazons here. Alright, no, I don't want to do matchbook because I haven't done the paperback yet. I can do paperback in another video. It can take up to 72 hours for your title to be available on Amazon, etc, etc, blah de da de da da. Alright, publish below. If you're happy with it, publish it. Okay, it's a good idea to go over it again, but I've looked through this before, so I pretty much know what I'm doing. So it gives you the option of starting the paperback book, which I will be doing eventually, not yet. Yeah, it's just a quick video to show you this. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. If you want me to do any more of these sort of videos, just say. My next Facts of Fantasy book, my mind's absolutely messed up at the moment. My next Facts of Fantasy video will be about orcs and goblins. So I'm starting that now, so I'm not too sure when that'll be uploaded. If you want more videos about me and about how I write, etc., then just let me know. Yeah, this is how to upload a book onto Amazon. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, etc, etc. Try my books out if you're into that kind of stuff. If not, just these videos. It's great that you watch these videos. So yeah, that's it. I'm signing out. Till next time. Bye bye.